Shots of Victory. I'm Rocky.
I'm Blake, and today we'll be talking about Raw, NXT, SmackDown, Money in the Bank predictions, and Heatwave predictions, and we'll be talking about NBA free agency.
So, starting off with Raw, we had the Drew McIntyre promo about how he was going to win Money in the Bank, how about the bracelet that he stole from CM Punk.
I would have Drew winning Money in the Bank, but with everything with CM Punk, it doesn't really make sense for him to.
Yeah.
And then I'm hoping that since AJ Lee's been hinted at a lot since CM Punk's return, that maybe she returns, but we'll see where that goes.
Yeah. Then next it was Braun Breaker versus Ludwig Kaiser, which ended in DQ as Sheamus came out and interfered in the match. Then Sheamus went for a move on Ludwig Kaiser, but Braun spears Sheamus and Braun stands tall.
I was really thinking that it was gonna be a fatal four-way at
Money in the Bank
for the IC title, but maybe we're getting those three at SummerSlam.
I could see it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see where this goes. It's been good so far. It's kind of just. I feel like without Gunther right now, it's really the only thing Ludwig Kaiser can do.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad. His promos have been good. The video packages he's had have been good. So.
Then next it was the Judgment Day segment where they show all the gifts that they got from Liv Morgan, like the chicken nuggets, the PlayStation, the video game, and Dom got a message with an attachment.
Which was cool, as Carlito said.
Yeah. That's cool.
Just continuing the build up to Rhea's return. Which I think. When do you think that's gonna happen? SummerSlam or?
I could see it. I could see it like at Raw after Money in the Bank.
Well, because Alexa Bliss and Charlotte are probably gonna return soon. And I don't think we're gonna get 3 returns at
SummerSlam.
Yeah. And then Roman's returning soon, so it's just.
Yeah.
Rhea just got married, so maybe give That's one reason I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon, because she just got married. So they have to have their honeymoon and then just a little break.
Yeah. So she could come back in time for Bad Blood.
Yeah, then build up to Survivor Series. But I don't. How is that gonna happen though?
I have no clue.
Because, I guess that can be a Rumble feud.
True.
But even still, it's in February now.
That seems so far away from now.
Because then isn't it usually in September?
What, Royal Rumble? No,
Survivor Series.
Oh, Survivor Series is usually in September, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think you can go 4 months just.
Was milking this on.
No. It's good, but
not that good.
I guess have Priest, but. I don't know.
Yeah.
It really just depends. Depends what the Survivor Series is. We could have Team Finn versus Team Damien, or we could have Team Roman versus Team Rock, which is probably the more likely option. So
yeah,
we'll just see where this happens. It's good so far. We'll just see how long I keep going for.
Then next it was Kairi Sane versus Lyra Valkyria versus Shayna Baszler to qualify for Money in the Bank, and Lyra Valkyria won the match.
It's kind of obvious. I don't like Lyra, so it's just I'm okay with it.
It was kind of obvious when Io made it into Money in the Bank because they're feuding right now, so of course they're gonna go into it against each other.
Yeah, it's just I just hope Lyra gets a new gimmick. I don't like her bird gimmick.
Yeah. I don't really get the gimmick that much.
No. I also just didn't watch her NXT, so that might be another reason, but we'll see.
Then next it was Zelina Vega has a promo with Liv Morgan. Dominic Mysterio comes out. The crowd's chanting sloppy seconds. And then Selena and Liv Morgan brawl. Rey Mysterio comes out, pulls Liv off of Zelina. Then Dom shoves Rey, which, it's kind of getting messy in that storyline.
Because with this being, I think, Rey's last year,
Ray's last year?
I'm guessing. I mean, what else is there for him to do?
True. There's like
I'm
nothing.
hoping we can keep a feud with that for like so we can get
Mm-hmm.
Dom versus Ray at Mania again.
Yeah.
Because who won last time? Was it Ray that won? Oh,
Yeah, Ray. I mean, if it's at WrestleMania again, then it's gonna be the third WrestleMania in a row that they faced.
Well, but it wasn't just by themselves.
True.
So I mean that's fine. But Zelina versus Liv has been good, but also it's just like her only feud she can do. So can you really ask for more? But I mean it's all right.
Yeah. And then next it was Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman versus Chad Gable to qualify for Money in the Bank, and Chad Gable wins the match, which I honestly thought was surprising with what he's doing with the Wyatt Six right now.
I mean, yeah, but he's obviously gonna win that match because Bronson Reed. I don't see him winning that. Braun Strowman could have, but he just hasn't been looking good recently. Like
Who?
Braun Strowman.
Yeah, that's true.
He
but
just gets so winded so fast.
he looks like he's running with poop in his pants.
He's getting really old right now. It's just
Yeah. How old is he?
I don't know.
I think he's like 37 or something.
Probably. So Chad was obviously gonna win. I don't have him winning it all. I don't think he has a chance winning it all. It's just because I think it's gonna be him versus Bo Dallas or Eric Rowan at SummerSlam.
I think it'll be Bo Dallas probably.
It just depends if we have Bo Dallas or Uncle Howdy actually wrestling.
What is he going by? Is it Bo Dallas or is it like Bo Wyatt or something?
It's
like
Bo
that?
Dallas.
Okay.
I mean, it just depends how the Wyatt Six just like wrestle. Because if they're wrestling in their attire, then I don't know. But if it's like they're wrestling by themselves, like in their own outfits, like being themselves, then I can see Bo Dallas wrestling. I don't know.
Yeah. Then next it was Nikki Cross just comes out after Chad's match and like puts a box on Michael Cole's announce desk.
That was supposed to go to Pat McAfee, but
Pat wasn't there.
Had some family issues happening, so he wasn't there. But then, do you want to go into the video now or wait for it later?
We can go into it now.
Okay, the video was just an interview with Uncle Howdy interviewing Bo Dallas, just about that. So I'm guessing every week we're gonna do that, but it's gonna be a new member. So next week be Joe Gacy, then Eric Rowan, and then just so on and so forth. And then I have it just like one last one before SummerSlam where Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy calls out Chad Gable.
Yeah. The one that I would really think that stands out, if they do that format, like one by one promos, I think it would be Dexter Lumis. Since we haven't gotten, like, many words from him, I think we've only gotten, like, one word ever from him in his entire WWE tenure, so it would be pretty interesting.
I think all of them would be interesting, besides Joe Gacy, just because we've seen Joe Gacy so recent with his NXT runs. Like, Eric Rowan would be good because we haven't seen him in a while. Nikki Cross because she hasn't had an actual gimmick in a while. But I don't really see Nikki Cross doing it. I think it'd just be a messenger. Because, I don't really see her wrestling like that. She kind of doesn't look like she'd be wrestling. And then she's not good enough to where she'd win, like, every match. So, we'll see.
And then next we had the Unholy Union versus KC2, which is Katana Chance and Kane Carter. Where Unholy Union beat Katana Chance and Kane Carter, but after the match, Damage Control attacked him. And yeah, I'm guessing that will set up a feud or something like between them soon.
I'm just so tired of that feud. I feel like I've been seeing it for ages. Because isn't that like the first feud we had with Damage Control once they got drafted?
I think so. Yeah, it is.
I think it's just been a non-stop battle with like Lyra, KC2.
I just don't know when we're gonna get Lyra and KC2 versus Damage Control.
I don't know. want it to be sooner rather than later.
Yeah, we don't need to drag this out all the way to Money in the Bank.
Because really, it's not adding anything. It doesn't add a single thing. Like, no one's going to benefit from it. It's just a random feud they're doing.
Yeah. Then next, it was a Seth and Damian promo where they put stakes on the line. Like, Seth said that he cannot challenge for the belt again if he loses while Damian's holding it. And Damian said that if he loses, then he has to leave the Judgment Day. Then Gunther comes out and wishes him luck, and then he talks about he can't wait to face either of them at SummerSlam.
Which, that stipulation right there is just so, like, one-sided, because Seth just not facing while Damian Priest is holding it, that's, like, okay. And then losing your friends is a whole just, like, another thing. I'm guessing... I guess we shouldn't talk about it now. We should wait for the predictions for Money in the Bank, so we can just go on to the next.
Then we already talked about the Bo Dallas promo. So next it was Kofi Kingston versus Karrion Kross, where Karrion Kross picked up the W after a distraction on a video from backstage where AOP was beating down Xavier Woods backstage.
I'm guessing... I don't think they're going to... I think they might break up, but I don't have it breaking up over Karrion Kross just saying they're going to break up. Like, I think if they're going to have New Day break up, it has to be, like, a SummerSlam to Rumble time, or, like, honestly, a SummerSlam to, like, Mania. That long. It's not going to be, like, a 2 PLE's time length, because that's, like, what, 3 months?
Yeah.
That's not, like, because they've been together for years. I think it's just turning to a Kofi and Xavier Woods heel turn.
Yeah, well, have they been together for like 10 years now?
Yeah, probably longer.
No,
because
I think it was like 2014 when they got together.
Yeah.
And then I remember they were like heel at first, they like turned heel and that got them over a lot.
Yeah.
And then the final thing was Awesome Truth versus Judgment Day for the tag team titles, where Judgment Day won the titles with help from Liv Morgan, as Liv Morgan distracted R-Truth, who thought she was Carmella.
And then after the match, there was an interview with Miz and R-Truth talking about how they're going to try and win the titles back at SummerSlam, saying R-Truth had his Mania moment, now Miz is going to have his moment in his hometown, winning the titles back, which I want that. That's what I want to happen, because, I mean, I feel like Judgment Day is just really just title placement, so Liv gets, like, more a prompt for, like, carrying Judgment Day while Rhea's gone, just building that feud some more. So, I mean, I just want them to win it back. It doesn't have to be for a while, just give Miz his moment, because his moments are probably coming to an end soon.
Yeah, I honestly could see him being a commentator, like, full time, like, after he retires, because he did commentary for half the episode this time.
Which I like. It was good. So, I hope I can understand why he retires and just leaves. He's been doing TV for such a long time at this point.
Yeah, what was it, like 2005?
Yeah, with WWE and then just his reality TV shows. But I feel like Miz right now, he's the kind of person that, like, you don't give him his prompts until he's gone. You're gonna miss him.
Yeah.
Because I think everything he's done has been good. He's one of my, like, favorite wrestlers right now. He made Awesome Truth one of my favorite tag teams. So, I hope he does commentary. He did good this week.
Yeah. Which, he just left halfway through the episode because R-Truth was talking to Liv Morgan about giving Judgment Day a title opportunity.
So now we'll go on to NXT. First, we had Chase U wins the Tag Team Turmoil.
Which, the members of it were New Catch Republic.
Yeah.
Malik and Idris. Who else was in it? Legado del Fantasma.
Were they?
Angel and Humberto, yeah. Shoot, who else was in it?
I don't know.
I think it was. Oh yeah. The OC was in it.
Okay.
I think that's it.
And then winner, Chase U will be winning one and will be facing Axiom and Frazier at Heatwave, which I want them to win just because I'm so tired of Axiom and Frazier being the champs right now.
Yeah.
Plus, they don't really have anyone else to face, so.
Mhm.
Then we had Javon Evans, Sean Spears, Ethan Page, and Trick promo, and that ended up in a brawl, and then that turned into a fatal 4-way. So that match will be good. I'm kind of excited for it. But you went through 4 people Trick could face and won. So like, who is he gonna do after this?
Yeah, that's why they shouldn't have fired Dijak.
Yeah, they didn't really fire him.
They just let his contract run out, and he tried to renew it, but they just didn't even try to negotiate it with him.
They shouldn't have called him up.
Yeah, he should have stayed in NXT so he could have been Trick's like first feud.
Yeah. Next we had Wesley beat Joe Coffey, and after the match, Oba tells Wesley he has a match at Heatwave, which I'm looking forward to. I think that's honestly when Wesley picks it up again, and Oba loses.
I could see that, but I could see Oba going on for a long run. And Wesley just goes either up to the main event or he goes to the main roster.
I mean, yeah. I'll get to it later when we talk about the Heatwave predictions, about what I think will happen. Next, we had Ethan Frazier gets the first fall, but Tony D'Angelo gets the last 2 falls to retain the Heritage Cup.
Which I'm not a really big fan of the Heritage Cup. Like we said a bunch of times, I just think it's dumb. Like the rules, the match just keeps getting started, and when it's catching some heat, then the match just stops, and it just gets boring after some time.
I really wasn't mad with it this time because I think, was it last week when they talked about the match? It was like Axum got mad at Frazier for it. So if they lose the tag team champs, I could see that leading towards a breakup.
Yeah.
So that's why I wasn't really mad.
Who would be the heel though?
Probably Axiom.
Really?
Well, because Frazier, I feel like he's getting built up to be main roster. And I feel like he's because he's gonna be the next. They want him to be the next Seth.
Yeah, because he was trained by Seth.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna, since Seth's face right now, I think they're gonna have him face right now, and then turn heel eventually. So I think it's gonna be Axiom. Then we had Roxanne Perez beats Carmen
Petrovic.
Yep, and Lola Vice knocks her out after the match, which then leads into the match at Heatwave against Lola Vice and Roxanne, which I think will be a good match. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's one of the matches I'm most excited for NXT Heatwave.
Yeah. Tavion Heights beats Damon Kemp to become a member of the No Quarter Catch crew, which it's alright.
Yeah, like Charlie Dempsey's just going crazier and crazier each episode, honestly.
Did you know that Damon Kemp is higher rated than R-Truth and WWE 2K?
Are you serious?
Yep. I think he's a 68, and then R-Truth's a 67.
Why is R-Truth so lowly rated?
Because have you seen everyone's ranking this year? Everyone was ranked low. It's not just him.
That's true.
Then we had Sol Ruka beating Ariana Grace to face Kalani Jordan at Heatwave for the title.
Which we kind of expected since Sol Ruka has been kept being build up and build up and build up.
Honestly, Sol Ruka, it feels like the title was just made for her. She's like definition of main event mid-carder. So
main event mid-carder.
Yeah. It's just, I think with her not winning, it's kind of like not having Liv winning the Rhea's title during the Battle Royal, was it?
Yeah, it was the Battle Royal.
I feel like it's kind of just like that. Her moment is not winning the title, like during that, it's beating to win the title.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm fine with that happening. Lastly, we had Shawn Spears beats Trick Williams, and then that's when it becomes official for the Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah. Which I really like that they're making a Fatal 4-Way. Because technically, what is it? Sean Spears has pinned both Javon and Trick now, and Ethan Page pinned Javon, and Javon has a title opportunity against Trick at the beginning, anyways.
My only problem with it is that really it's just gonna be Trick and Javon Evans just working together to attack those two.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's gonna feel like a just
Tag team match.
yeah. I can see Ethan Page and Shawn Spears like attacking each other, but I feel like they're smart enough to know to attack the other two.
Yeah.
And then
I could see it breaking down, the two tag teams breaking down later in the match, though.
yeah, I can see them taking one on, like Shawn Spears against Trick, and then
One of them goes for the pin, then the other gets mad at each other, and then Trick and Javon start fighting.
I just don't see Trick and Javon Evans fighting each other with how they're like getting treated as like a
Tag team, yeah.
I just don't see that happening, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll see how that goes.
Then, can we talk about SmackDown now?
Yeah, we can talk about SmackDown.
So the first thing, this Bloodline comes out, and then we see Cody, Randy, and KO coming out. They beat up the Bloodline, send them to the back. Cody has a promo about how they're gonna beat the Bloodline at Money in the Bank, and how he doesn't see a tribal chief, and so he sees the what do you say, seat filler, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just like, this just feels like a filler feud to hold until SummerSlam.
Yeah. I feel like it's really just to build up the new Bloodline, build up Solo. But I feel like it kind of shines away from other people. Like, I feel like after Jacob's debut, we haven't really seen Tama Tonga or Tonga Loa at all. I mean, has Tonga Loa even like brawled with anyone yet?
I don't think he has had a match.
No.
But yeah, he was part of the brawl for the Cody thing. I don't know if he was the one that got put through the table by KO.
Maybe. I was really hoping that would lead into, because I was hoping it'd be an 8-man tag.
But who would be the fourth member for Cody?
Jimmy returning tonight.
Oh, that could have been it.
Because, like, I don't know. I really want Jimmy to return. I'm excited for his return.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know why. It's just ever since he's been out,
everything's been feeling boring.
Yeah. I've been more into his theme recently.
His theme is a banger.
It doesn't really fit him, though, but it's just such a good theme.
He was born a king, dude.
Him and Jay's new theme songs are so good.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're going to come back as a tag team.
One of Death's Rebels' actually only good songs.
I mean, it's not even Death Rebel.
Seriously?
Born a King is sung by Jimmy.
Yeah, true.
And then Jey Uso's theme sung by Jay, so...
Yeah. And then next it was Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill versus Candice LeRae to qualify for Money in the Bank, where Tiffany Stratton got the win by pinning Candice LeRae after Indy pushed Jade into the barricade.
Which, Jade hit a super stiff kick on Tiffy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she's still mad at, because this is the first time we've seen Tiffy in like a month because of the whole incident, so that's her getting her get back, I guess. But
yeah.
God, that kick was stiff. Which I really thought either Bianca and Jade were going to be in it.
Yeah.
Because I think I had Jade winning it all.
You did?
It was either Jade or Bianca. I thought they were interchangeable winning it all.
Yeah.
I know I had Bianca winning, Jade beating Nia at Rumble. Wait, what did I have? Oh, it was...
You had one of them winning Rumble, I thought.
No, I had Nia winning beating Bayley at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
Then one of the PLEs before Royal Rumble, Bianca cashes in.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jade wins the Rumble, and goes for
Bianca
at Mania.
Okay.
Kind of like what we did with Bayley last year.
Bayley and Nia, yeah. So then it was LA Knight versus Santos Escobar versus Logan Paul, which LA Knight beat Logan Paul by holding onto his trunks and pinning him on a roll up to qualify for Money in the Bank, which I like because he did pretty well in the match last year.
I really wanted Logan winning that match, pinning LA Knight, because could you just imagine Logan, Money in the Bank, and the belt just walking around places, like, just wherever, just with both of them? Because Logan's not walking out of SummerSlam as a champ. Him with Money in the Bank would have been fun, because I think Logan's gone till Mania.
Seriously?
After SummerSlam?
You don't see him you just see him staying away for like 7 months.
I mean, either that or he returns at Rumble.
I could see a Rumble return.
Because what really is there for him to do right now?
That's a good question. There's like nothing for him to do.
Because he's a title guy only.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess he can have like... Because he's not going to be on everything till at Rumble. Because if he were just staying active at Rumble, like he was still on TV, then I could see him doing a match, because he can just do a match at a random PLE, like we do with Ricochet. Rest in peace. But maybe
Ricochet.
Yeah.
Then next it was Blair Davenport versus Naomi versus Indy Hartwell, where Naomi beat. Did she pin Indy or did she put in Blair?
I think she pinned Blair.
Oh man. So Naomi qualifies for Money in the Bank, which we're both not happy about.
I'm not mad at it because I like Naomi. I just really wanted Blair to win.
Mm-hmm.
Blair was my favorite just person getting called up.
Yeah.
There was Ilya.
She was the most main event ready, honestly. Or main roster ready.
Yeah. Over Ilya, over Mello, I had Blair.
Yeah, because Blair has always been like, she has just been in NXT for such a long time that it just feels like now is the right time for her.
Yeah.
And then the next thing was the Tama Tonga, Tongalo, and Jacob Fatu all acknowledged Solo Sikoa. And then he asked Paul Heyman to acknowledge him. And Paul Heyman says he loves Solo, but he will not acknowledge him. And then Solo attacks him, and then the rest of Bloodline attacks him. They attack him pretty brutally. I think he'll be out for a while. And yeah.
I'm guessing he's just out to just like take a little break till Roman comes back. He returns as a face with Roman. Which, when was the last time we saw face Heyman?
Face Heyman, I don't think it's been a while, honestly.
Yeah.
Have we ever gotten face Heyman?
We've had to.
Really?
Brock, he would have been a face. Punk, maybe.
I don't think he was a face with Punk. I think that was when he was a heel.
We might not have ever gotten a face Paul. We've had to gotten a face Paul sometime.
Maybe in ECW.
Yeah. But Paul was so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, him taking those bumps at his age.
Yeah. I mean, the guy made sure he didn't sleep the night before just so his eyes could look bloodshot.
He looked so tired.
He didn't shave at all. Mm-hmm. It's just he's so into his character that honestly he's retiring after Roman. I know we want Braun Breaker to be like the next Paul Heyman guy.
Mm-hmm.
After everything he's done for this once Roman's done, Paul's done.
Yeah, and also with Braun's like promo skills, I don't even think he really needs Paul because he's been pretty good on the mic recently.
Like Roman's not good on the mic.
Roman's good on the mic.
Roman's one of the greatest on the mic that we have right now.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't need Paul, but he still has Paul.
Yeah, but it says as his wise man.
Yeah.
But with Braun, he would be his advocate, which doesn't really fit him. I feel like his advocate days are way beyond him.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So now we'll be doing Money in the Bank predictions and Heatwave predictions. But we'll be doing this. This will be our prediction belt, so we'll be putting on the line.
Mm-hmm.
When we come back next week, we'll we'll do like we'll add together. Whoever has the most points will win the belt for the week.
Yeah. So we'll get the points by who gets the most predictions correct.
Yeah. And then we'll actually just be wearing it instead of just leaving it right here. And then we'll just do it for every other, like... So we'll do it again for SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
Does NXT have a PLE before that?
I do not know.
I don't even know their PLEs. I'll just watch them. Okay, so first match. Well, who do we have? Do you want to do...
Who we have for the final spots for Money in the Bank?
Yeah, so this coming Monday, we have Sheamus versus Drew versus Ilya.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever wins that will be the last participant.
I have Drew, but in my heart I want Ilya, but I'm picking Drew.
I think if we want the match to be good, you have Ilya.
Mm-hmm.
Ilya will make the match so good. He makes anything good.
But Drew will progress the story more.
But, I mean, what story is there really for Drew? He doesn't really...
CM Punk.
I guess, yeah. He's also... I feel like with this Money in the Bank, you really just, like... Really, there's only one winner.
Mm-hmm.
Jey Uso is the only person I have winning.
Yeah, we'll get to that later, though.
But, I mean, we're kind of on the topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think if Drew wins, he's another person you can have winning.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll probably be a same night cash-in, so that's another reason why I don't want him in it. Is because if he wins it, it's gonna be the same night, and I like Priest's reign because it was just, yes, there were so many fake cash-ins, but
I love the longer reigns.
yeah, because then you can also just promote the Money in the Bank like he did.
Mm-hmm. And we could get the custom briefcases then, which I love the custom briefcases.
Yeah.
The only custom briefcase I did not like was Damian Sandow's briefcase.
What about Brock's boombox briefcase?
That was the best briefcase, obviously.
But anyways, we have Jey Uso versus Carmelo Hayes versus our speed champion Andrade, Master Gable, and LA Knight. And then whoever wins, which we'll say Drew.
Yeah. I got Jay, honestly. Eat in the bank.
Yeah. I said this before, like, probably at Backlash, that the last two Money in the Bank winners have been heels on SmackDown, that we were going to have a face on Raw, and I think the only face we have on Raw is Jay, so
yeah,
that's when I don't think Drew's going to win.
Also, I don't think Drew's going to win because Drew's going to climb that ladder, and he has his hands on the briefcase. Then we see someone push over the ladder. They take their hood off, and it's AJ Lee. She takes the bracelet back from Drew and runs to the back.
I don't like that because it just feels too overbooked at that point. Because like, there's all the people that it's just like.
WrestleMania 40 was overbooked, but we liked it.
Well, that was a different overbook. That had to be overbooked because Cody versus Roman. That was the end of Roman's reign. It was the end of an era.
Mm-hmm.
Like that brought us into the new era we're in. I can see it where we have AJ Lee's music hit, and she's there, and it distracts him. But I don't know. But yeah, we have Jay winning that. Next, there's Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. Thinking about it, at SummerSlam we're having Gunther. I'm thinking of name wise, like Drew versus Gunther. It'd be just like an okay match. Like could be like I don't want to say like a Money in the Bank match. It's like a mid card match.
Yeah, it's not like a tier level pay-per-view match.
Seth versus Gunther on the other hand,
banger match.
That match would be so good. We had tease of it coming up to Mania, like before Rumble. So I could see that happening at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I think I'd have Gunther winning.
I have Seth beating Damian.
I have Seth beating Damian and then Seth losing to Gunther.
Yeah, Seth's gonna lose to Gunther.
But all this at the same time, do you want Seth just to be just a holder?
I honestly would, because it would give more prestige to Gunther.
Yeah, I guess they also just did that for Becky too.
Yeah, and also we could have Liv cost Damian the title.
No, I don't see Liv interfering with Priest.
I could see it if she wants to like take control. I could see Finn interfering.
I think what's gonna happen is that there's gonna be interference, yeah, but Priest ends up losing. So then after the match, because I had this as my main event.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Because yeah, this is the main event. And then I have just Finn and Priest getting mad, getting an attack, and them at SummerSlam.
Yeah. And then
we have the women's Money in the Bank, which this is no order. This is just what we have it written down.
Yeah.
Io Sky versus Chelsea Green versus Lyra versus Tiffany versus Naomi, and then
the final member, the final match is Dakota Kai versus
Zoe Stark and Ivy Nile, which Ivy Nile won't win because
she's Ivy now.
And then is Shayna in it?
No, it's Zoe Stark.
So since Shayna's not in it, Zoe won't be in it because they're always together.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we both have Dakota winning it.
Yeah, I have Dakota winning it.
Yeah.
And then for the women's match, we have I have Chelsea Green winning the briefcase because she got the new theme, and honestly, I think Tiffy can win it 2025. Honestly,
I think it really just depends what they're looking for in the reign.
Mm-hmm.
If they want a long reign, Tiffy. If they want a
Whoa. Chelsea can hold that thing for a while. She's like a Carmella, basically.
It's not about her holding it. It's about the briefcase design.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of like a bright pink Money in the Bank briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
Because what is Chelsea gonna have? Chelsea doesn't like.
She's just gonna have a picture of herself on the briefcase.
Yeah, just Matt Cardona, woo woo woo, on it. I mean,
that would be better.
I feel like Tiffy could be more. I guess they both could be really obnoxious about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd just rather have Tiffy.
Yeah, I just really like. I think that they'll have Chelsea win it in her home country, which would really be over with the fans in Canada.
Yeah, I mean they're both. I don't know.
Did you hear the pop Chelsea got when she won?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess like this is the one I really just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have Chelsea winning.
Yeah.
Tiffy winning. So that might just be.
That might be the difference maker. Yeah. You never talked about Sammy.
I was getting that to next.
Okay.
And then next we have Sammy versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship, which I feel like right now you can't have Braun lose. So Braun
cannot. Yeah, Braun's gonna win. Especially
with them trying to push Braun to the Netflix deal, trying to make him a top star.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can have him lose.
Yeah, I think that he'll win in. You know what? Screw it. I think he's gonna win in, like Brock when he beat Cena at like SummerSlam 2014.
I thought you were gonna say when Brock beat Kofi.
Mm-hmm.
5-minute match, just spear, over.
No, it was literally a 5-second match.
That's what I meant. So
spear over.
Spear. Helluva kick. Spear. Next we have Solo versus Tama Tonga, and what has it been announced who the third is? It's obviously
it's Jacob or Tongaloa.
So it's Jacob. It's not even a question.
Mm-hmm. But can Jacob travel outside the country?
I think Canada. I think he can go to Canada. I don't think he can fly.
Yeah. So you just have to ride in a car over the border.
I don't know. I mean, they're promoting him for being in it.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Cody Rhodes, Randy, and KO. I have Bloodline winning it.
Yeah, I have Solo pinning Cody.
Yeah, probably the same thing. They can't afford one.
Mm-hmm. Because Solo thing has been all about you can't lose. Which, has he lost, like, on a televised match?
No. Wait.
Well, he technically did against Cody.
Yeah. No, I feel like he lost a match recently. Not like a tag team match or something.
Oh.
Yeah, didn't he lose the street fight at Backlash?
No, he won because Tonga Loa debuted.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I don't know. I know at the main event we went to, he talked about losing is bad and lost LA Knight.
Yeah.
But I have Bloodline winning, and then after the match, Randy just like gets mad at Cody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have him attacking Cody yet because
Yeah.
that match is my Rumble match for Cody.
Really, Rumble?
Because
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
it can't be at Mania because that's Rock or Roman.
I think it'll be Rock.
Unless I guess we can have that at Mania. But like, I don't know. Because I don't really know. Because with everything we planned with with Cena and Randy, I feel like he kind of has to win, but it just really depends. But that doesn't really matter. That's at a different time. That's it. Next we go into Heat Wave.
So the first match that we have is Roxanne Perez versus Lola Vice for the NXT Women's Championship.
Which, I'm biased, so I'm going to have Lola Vice winning.
Yeah, I have Lola Vice winning as well because I think that she honestly just needs that win because if she doesn't get the win, what's she going to do, honestly?
I think Roxanne's going to lose and go to main roster.
Yeah, I could see her getting a call up right now.
Yeah.
But the women's division would really struggle without her, I feel like.
I mean, I don't really know. I don't think so.
Actually, no, because they have, like, all those strong stars they showed.
With Julia coming in.
But isn't she injured right now?
Yeah, but she can return soon.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad of an injury. Then we can go on the next match, which is...
Axiom and Nathan Frazier versus Chase U for the NXT Men's Tag Team Championships. Which I have Chase U beating Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
I have Chase U winning, and then a breakup between Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
Where Axiom turns heel on Nathan Frazier.
Well, aren't they already heel?
No, Axiom and Nathan Frazier aren't heel.
Oh.
Neither of these teams are heel.
That's why I'm so confused. I'm just so used to...
Yeah.
Okay, so we're set for that.
And then next match was Kalani Jordan versus Sol Ruka for the NXT Women's North American Championship.
And then as we got into earlier, this is just Sol Ruka's title. So Sol Ruka's winning it.
Yeah, Sol Ruka's winning it. Which, it's a good match, honestly. I could see Kalani Jordan putting up a pretty good performance, but she's not going to beat Sol Ruka.
I would say this could be match of the night, but with Oba versus Wesley, that's match of the night for me.
That is a match of the night. Speaking of that, Oba Femi versus Wesley for the NXT Men's North American Championship. I have Oba Femi retaining his title.
So, as I was alluding to when we were talking about NXT, I have Wesley winning. Getting one last title reign before he gets main roster ready. Just so, because he's been injured, just make sure he's good. Then he gets called up after he loses it. And then I think we have Oba versus Trick soon, where Trick loses, because Trick's out of options, people he can face now. So that's what I have. I've been predicting that for like the last 2 defenses. I think it was 3 actually.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah, it'll happen soon, hopefully. So those could be our. What does it?
No, we still got Trick Williams versus Ethan Page versus Javon Evans.
Like for the title, like.
What do you mean?
Imagine Tiffy wins and then Oba wins for you, so it's just even.
Jeez.
What do we do if that happens?
We'll just do rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. Could you imagine a match and a double count out? So do rock, paper, scissors for the title. Imagine that's what happens for Cody versus Roman at Mania.
Cody versus Roman, oh jeez.
Just rock, paper, scissors. Anyways, you can get.
So in the main event, we have Trick Williams versus Ethan Page versus Javon Evans versus Shawn Spears for the NXT Championship.
I think it's gonna be a tag team match for like most of it, I think. Until the first pin, where Ethan and Shawn then attack each other. Trick's gonna win. Trick pinning Ethan.
I have Trick, Pin, and Sean.
I think Trick ran. I don't know. Because I'm just having his Trick just breaking Ethan's ego.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, I think we were really pretty much on the same board for most of it, except for two. So we'll see where that goes. Next week, winner, we'll tally it up. Winner gets this, or rock, paper, scissors. Okay. Next, we'll get into NBA free agency. So this one might take a second, and then we'll talk about all the important things we need to.
Yeah.
So first, we have Alex Caruso to OKC for Josh Giddey.
Which I think it was a pretty fair trade for both teams because Chicago gets a young player in Josh Giddey who is a playmaker. He can really get that ball down the court.
Only shoots for 15 though.
True. But and then OKC gets a defender which they really needed, and I could see him trying to make a championship push now in this year.
I see this being their push, but speaking of push, that was DeMar DeRozan's last straw. Now he wants to be traded away.
Yeah, I honestly would want to be too because the Bulls seem to be rebuilding right now.
Yeah, I think they're getting rid of all their good players though. They got rid of Alex.
They tried to get rid of Zach LaVine as well.
They're right now they're in trade talks for Zach LaVine and Lonzo Ball, which I'm fine with. Lonzo Ball is on and off, and then Zach LaVine's on and off. DeMar DeRozan has had talks with the Lakers, and then that would be good. I think LeBron said he'll take a pay cut,
which I don't really see that happening.
I mean, I don't really think he doesn't need the money, so I don't really think he cares.
He's just gonna make Bronny take the pay cut.
No, because LeBron opted out of his contract, which was like $53 million or something like that. Why would he do that unless he wanted a pay cut?
Yeah,
because he wanted a pay cut for Clay. I'm guessing the same thing's for DeMar.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have Paul George going to the 76ers, which
I didn't really like that move. I really wanted him to go to the Warriors, but once he didn't sign a contract or anything, it made it so it can't happen.
Oh, I love him going to the 76ers. Just 76ers honestly is my favorite team right now. Their draft was good. They picked up Jared McCain, who was my favorite pick in the draft. They have Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey. If Joel Embiid can stay healthy, this team will be in the finals. Then we had probably the biggest one. Is it the biggest so far?
What?
Play to the Mavs.
I would say Paul George is the biggest.
I don't think so. I think I have Clay because it's end of a dynasty, end of
Yeah.
the Splash Brothers. I mean, what is it? Clay, Paul George, then Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say because Clay for 2 seconds basically, which isn't a lot for him. So yeah.
I'll get into it later why I had a problem with it. We had a Jaylen Brown extension, which... Wait, was it Jaylen Brown?
No, it was Jason Tatum.
No, it was 2. I think it was Derek White, I think.
Derek White, yeah.
Jaylen Brown got an extension later in the season. CP3 to the Spurs, which... CP3 jersey on. I love CP3, my favorite player. Him and Wemby. The lobs are going to be nasty. This is what...
He's about to get 12 assists per game.
I mean, he already has. He got like 10 already. This is going to elevate Wemby. I wanted Trae Young to go to the Spurs, but CP3 is good instead.
No, they're going to get Trae Young as well.
No, I don't. I think with them getting Chris Paul. Unless they get Chris Paul to the Hawks.
No.
Tobias Harris to the Pistons, which, okay, Pistons suck. I think they got... I don't know who they got for their head coach. They got a new head coach. It was Cavs ex-head coach.
Yeah.
Jalen Smith to the Bulls. Andre Drummond to the 76ers, which I liked. Cadwell Pope to Orlando. Nuggets lost a big piece. Clippers looking to trade Russ. Russ wants to go to Nuggets. Jokic wants Russ to go to the Nuggets.
He should go to the Nuggets, honestly.
If he does, I think that's the start of a dynasty.
Yeah.
Because who's going to stop that group?
What would the group be? Russ, Jokic, and Murray?
Yeah, and then... not Michael Porter. whoever. There's some other guy. I forget who they're at now. Nick Batum to the Clippers, and then Warriors declined a trade for Zach LaVine, which included CP3 and Andrew Wiggins for LaVine.
Well, I think it was Zach LaVine for Andrew Wiggins or CP3.
It was both.
Oh, I thought I read like another. Okay.
And then it was also like there was a trade for Clay. To the Lakers for D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah.
Which you're gonna get rid of Chris Paul for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Why not take the trade? Andrew Wiggins, yes, that's sad, but Zach LaVine honestly is better than Andrew Wiggins.
Mm-hmm. His contract's the only reason I wouldn't do the trade, honestly.
Yeah. And then losing Clay takes something for that.
Well, yeah.
2 seconds, yeah.
That isn't much, but he's done he did nothing that season, so they couldn't get much trade value for that.
No, they could have. They got, I guess D'Angelo Russell's not really big, but it's still good. He can do good season.
Yeah.
Then we had Delon Wright to the Bucks, Jonas Valanciunas to the Wizards, Tyrese Maxey extension, Isaiah Harkness to OKC, which I liked. Just OKC might.
OKC's making that push.
I don't think they're gonna go to the finals, but
yeah.
James Harden extension, Kevin Porter Jr. to the Clippers, Bam extension, Mason Plumlee to the Suns. I hope we don't make him a starter. I really want Bol Bol to be a starter.
Yeah, Bol Bol should be the starter, honestly.
Bol Bol got an extension, so I'm really hoping. But it's just, he's going to be too injury prone with his size if he's a starter. So I can see Mason Plumlee. True. Since we lost Drew Eubanks, I think Mason Plumlee's a good take. DeJounte Murray got traded to the Pelicans. Mikal Bridges got traded to the Knicks, which I loved. Knicks now are one of my favorite teams because I was a fan of Jalen Brunson and then Josh Hart before, but I liked it. DeAnthony Welton to the Warriors, Drew Eubanks to the Jazz, Eric Gordon to the 76ers, Kelly Oubre Jr. extension, Cade Cunningham extension, Obi Toppin extension, Patrick Williams extension, Max Christie extension, Luke Cornett extension, D'Angelo Russell taking his opt player thing, staying with the Lakers. Jason Tatum got overpaid.
Absolutely. It was $62.5 million per year.
Yeah. Colin Gilspie, whatever, to the Suns. Don't know who it is, so I can't really be mad. Drew Smith to the Heat. Chris Dunn to the Clippers. Gary Harris extension. Goja Badaze returned to the Magic. Nani Marshall to the Mavs. And Mo Bamba to the Clippers. It's only been the second day of free agency, so, I mean, probably more big things happening. So we'll really see where that goes. We might talk about it next week. Just really depends of
if any big moves happen.
Like, if any big gets picked up, traded for, we will. But if not, then we probably won't.
So that's the end of the episode?
Yep. Next week, we got
Money in the Bank results.
Heat Wave.
Yeah. Then,
what else do we want to do? Do we want to, try to do our SummerSlam predictions just right afterwards?
Yeah, early SummerSlam predictions.
Are we expecting any returns during these two pay-per-views with Heat Wave and Money in the Bank?
I don't really see any returns.
No. I mean, who? I see, Jimmy, maybe.
Jimmy could return.
I think a face that had beef with the Bloodline has to return. Because Tonga Loa was going to get... Right? Tonga Loa was going to get involved.
Yeah.
So you got to get someone to stop that, which... Jay, I guess. But I don't want that. One thing I'm going to say... I don't want them attacking Jay. Or Jay attacking them.
Yeah.
Jay needs to be doing his own thing for a while. Because I think... I want them to be separated until build up to Survivor Series. Because with Jimmy and Roman being free agents right now, they can just go on whatever brand. And then I think if Jay wins Money in the Bank, can't he just...
He can go to either brand.
Yeah, so it's fine, really. And then it kind of can be Team... It could be Team Raw versus Team SmackDown then.
Basically, yeah.
Because... What is it, 5-on-5?
It can be 5-on-5 or 4-on-4.
They already have 5. Raw has 3. Put in. What was that? What's the Bloodline guy that's.
Zilla.
Zilla, yeah. We're expecting Zilla.
And then there's another Tongan.
Yeah. So I'm guessing the other Tongan's going to be with Bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have Zilla. And then Mr. Usi himself, Sami Zayn, I have being in it.
Yeah.
I have that as that. Or if that's what they're doing, which I can see them. And then, do you think The Rock returns then?
I don't think so.
The Rock has to, like, not return, it's like, show up, I'm saying.
Yeah, he could. I think he'll show up, but I don't think he'll wrestle.
I think he has to show up before that, really.
Yeah, he will.
Because I think
he will.
They have to talk about their tribal chief.
Mm-hmm.
Which we all know it's not Roman, it's all The Rock.
Yeah.
So we'll just see where that goes. I'm excited. This has been a good year, so we'll see where this goes. Next week we have the predictions belt on the line. We'll see where this goes. Till next week. Bye, guys.
Here we go.